50.
Our culture is competitive, man.
Right.
It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, he's not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It just don't make sense.
The hip-hop world just got hit with a bombshell because two of the most feared names in the game, 50 Cent and Eminem, have finally joined forces, and their target is none other than Jay Z and Beyoncé. This isn't just another rap beef or petty shade online. No, this feels bigger, dirtier, and way more personal. For years, fans have speculated that behind the polished image of the Carters lies a mountain of secrets. And now 50 and M are cracking that image wide open. The moment 50 went public with his first post, the internet went into meltdown. He mocked Jay-Z with the kind of sarcasm only 50 can deliver. Sharp, cutting, and designed to make you laugh while hitting nerves. And just when everyone thought it was another typical 50 Cent troll session, Eminem stepped in.
That vote is fake as f***. That's not a real vote. That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to. They give it to their darlings.
Cowboy Carter. Beyonce.
In 2025, in Eminem, he's been sounding the alarm.
The quiet assassin of hip-hop. The man who rarely comments on industry gossip. Suddenly co-signed the shade. That's when things turn deadly serious. Because if Eminem speaks, you better believe he means it. Social media timelines erupted, memes went viral, and the Bayhive rushed in like soldiers to defend their queen. But the truth is, the damage was already done. When 50 Cent and Eminem come at you together, there's no ignoring it.
Price you pay, when you're early in your career, you feel that you have to listen. And when you buck, they buck harder and they make threats. And those threats are huge ones.
Everybody's asking the real question. Are Jay Z and Beyonce really that on her door? That's next level scary stuff. So now, every mess under the rug when no one's looking, have they been sitting at the top while 50 Cent's got the receipts to back it all up? Way back in 2023 Super Bowl halftime show, using his NFL connects to pull strings.
A lot of issues. Like I said, legal issues at the time. It wasn't
the X factor.
where I'm at now today.
Jay respected him.
Like I used to have.
Industry politics
weren't some accident.
Always
According
messy.
to Beanie, every single step Jay was pulling the strings behind the scenes, but it doesn't end there. Beyonce put her pointing fingers and bringing up names like Aaliyah, Maya, Mary J. Blige, cryptic bars into his tracks. Sneaky hints about powerful gates weren't, and everything just went quiet.
Building Rock Nation, playing chess, while everyone else played checkers. The rivalry never exploded into a full-blown war back then. But make no mistake, the tension was real. 50 Cent has always accused Jay-Z of being too calculated, too clean, hiding behind a carefully crafted image. Eminem, on the other hand, has always had his issues with the industry's elite. The secret backroom deals, the fake friendships.
So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No.
Okay.
I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like what is the issue? You start looking at that's not mine. That's theirs. They harbor it, right? But when you look at M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, and myself, like I'm a shady aftermath. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's so much G-Unit Records.
Right.
They forget that I'm in Dre's art.
For Jay-Z already proved everything he needed to prove.
Like, well, what's the issue? Why don't I have an issue when I'm becoming a partner in the action?
I was going to get to that later, but since we're here now.
Yes, Jay.
Talking about Jay-Z. This was discussed before. Who's not up on this? Or Eminem, that he didn't want
awards. Meanwhile, Eminem's been yelling for years that the Grammys are nothing but a scam. A pay-to-win setup where real talent don't even matter. He's putting Jay-Z on blast. According to 50, Jay is still out here moving dirty behind the scenes. Not just in the music industry, but in setting off alarms again. People are really starting to ask questions. Jay's victim is dropping serious hints. She's saying she felt pressured to keep it on her door. That's next level scary stuff. So now, everybody...
That I'm in Dre's art.
For years, Jay and Bey were untouchable. 50 Cent's got the receipts to back it all up. Way back in 2023, people calling you bitter or jealous. And this time, 50 claimed that Jay-Z tried blocking him from performing at the things behind closed doors. Wild, right? But here's where it really flipped.
You know, and that Grammys pretty much sucked the blood of
Album of the year, which used to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal now.
To keep 50 Cent out of the spotlight. Now, fast forward to 50's recent, he's putting Jay-Z on blast. According to 50, Jay
sell your soul to get them. And you didn't know if you wanted it for the recognition or the trophies, but then what's the difference? You know, and that Grammys pretty much suck the blood of artists and nominate them, have them come to the shows. And
Which they do. They do it every year, yeah. And I'm just tired of seeing it. And for whatever reason, it's like they're always pitching this hint that you might win Album of the Year, which used to be a big deal. I don't think it's a big deal now.
That fire is spreading fast. Jay-Z's silence is only making it worse, because every second he doesn't respond, 50 gets louder. Fans are asking, what's
keepers pulling the strings behind the scenes, but it doesn't end there. Beyonce killing songwriting credits and allegedly blackballing other women in the game.
People are even higher. 50 knows this, and he's milking it for everything it's worth.
The boy was doing right with the Super Bowl, because he was doing like,
yeah, go ahead.
He was doing some wild, because he was saying that to Eminem that the NFL had the issue with me, and I'm like, well, what's the issue? Why don't I have an issue when I'm becoming a partner in the actual team, but they got an issue with my performance? Right? Makes no sense. You know what I mean?
I was going to get to that later, but since we're here now. And when he says, oh boy, for the audience, I'm talking about Jay-Z. This was discussed before. Jay-Z told Dr. Dre, just for people who's not up on this, or Eminem, that he didn't want you to perform part of that Super Bowl they had a couple years ago. Why do you think that is?
Well, I just
threatened.
Possibly. Not even threatened. You know, I think it's just when you take the competition from, like, our culture is competitive, man. It is, but I think when it goes past the music itself to blocking things in business, then I don't understand that. Like right now, you're not even competing for a slot. You don't have a new song out that he want to be on the top 10 or top 5, and you still competing. It don't make sense. Like, what are we competing for? What's the goal? Like this even, like, a lot of the even a lot of the competitive stuff, or what we would call it beef, right? It changed. That terminology changed when it's Biggie and Tupac, because we start saying the things that people would say that cause beef in the environment. When before that they called it babbling in our culture. Right. Because that's what it is until it turns into some street shit. So when you're not competing for those things anymore, and you start looking and you're going, so what was the problem? You can't exactly remember what the problem was. That's what went through.
If 50 Cent's trolling was the spark, Eminem's involvement was the explosion. M doesn't usually dip into gossip.
That's not a real vote. They give it to who they want to give it to.
In 2025, and Eminem dirty this music industry really is. Lately, M's been slipping those.
My first album didn't do it.
Jay Z and Beyoncé.
I never saw the wave happen like he had. And then he
Grammys rigged. 50 flat out said Jay-Z's wins got nothing to do with his marriage to Beyonce. He claims the Recording Academy knows the deal. If cameras flash, the ratings shoot through the roof, and suddenly the whole show's
sell your soul to get them. And you didn't know if you wanted it for, and that Grammys pretty much suck the blood up for the recognition or the trophies, but then what's the difference? You artists and nominate them, have them come to the shows, and then
which they do. They do it, and for whatever reason, it's like they're always
memory.
That perfect power couple they show the world, or are they just pros at sweeping? Jay's whole plan totally backfired because Eminem wasn't having it. Jay-Z already proved everything he needed to prove.
And when he says "oh boy" for the audience, they're talking about Jay-Z. This was discussed before.
Young, thank you, sir. All the doors that you opened, showed us that we can be rock stars. Seeing you on the Rolling Stone. Obviously, there's Run DMC with the Leathers and the Aerosmith. But when you came out west, you took it to a whole new level. Some of you don't belong in the category. Oh, no, that was it. No, when I get nervous, I tell the truth.
Fans went into a frenzy, dissecting every line, every post, every word M put out. Was this years of frustration finally boiling over? Or is it just the beginning of something much bigger? Either way, the message was clear. Eminem is no longer standing on the sidelines. He's in the fight.
50 did not win Best New Artist at the Grammys.
There was nothing bigger than 50.
Nothing bigger, and nobody since maybe like Snoop came out the gate like that. My first album didn't do it. I never saw someone's first album and the wave happen like he had. And then he doesn't get it. And then I get up there another year, and what was it, the Eminem show? And it was like, whatever. I'm fine if I lose to Kanye or someone that I'm like, okay, I respect that. I know who that is, and Kanye has a huge following, and he's made a massive impact on music. Fine, I'm good with that. But don't get us all here to use your selling point for your show and stiff everybody every single time. And I said, after that point in time, I was like, don't ever ask me to here again. Please do not ask me. My answer is no for 100 million years. Never again will I go to the...
For the Carters, this is the nightmare scenario. They've built their empire on being untouchable. The royal couple of music. Flawless in public, private behind closed doors. But now, that image is cracking. With Beyonce's recent legal troubles still fresh, and Jay-Z's name constantly tied to rumors of secret scandals, the timing couldn't be worse. 50 Cent is turning those cracks into headlines, and Eminem is making sure those headlines sting. Suddenly, fans are revisiting old controversies. Jay-Z's rumored infidelities, Beyonce's quiet legal battles, even whispers about their business practices. The internet loves a downfall, and right now, the Carters are looking vulnerable. The Bayhive is working overtime, flooding social media with defenses. But the truth is, the narrative is slipping. And once you lose control of the narrative in this industry...
The first time I ever saw Jay-Z or even heard him spit a rhyme was at an MC battle, street battle in New York. But he didn't show up as Jay-Z. He didn't show up as the hottest rapper on the street. He showed up as that was with Big L.
Rest in peace. Rest in peace, Big L.
Rest in peace, Big L. That was the sensei.
One of the dopest. Yes.
Big L was who put Jay-Z on.
Without question.
And then Big L died, and then the next thing you know, Jay-Z.
It's almost impossible to get it back. The Carters have stayed silent, hoping it will blow over. But silence only fuels the fire when 50 Cent is involved. And with Eminem amplifying it, this could spiral into one of the biggest public feuds the hip-hop world has seen in years.
Okay, I see what's really good. You're trying to eliminate the competition. You know, because at first you retire, you know, then get me off the label, now you're back rapping again. Okay.
Social media is a battlefield right now. On one side, you've got the Bayhive and Jay-Z loyalists, screaming that 50 and M are just clout chasing, stirring drama for attention. On the other side, you've got fans who believe every word, convinced that the Carters' empire is built on secrets waiting to collapse. Memes are everywhere, TikToks are going viral, and every gossip outlet is milking the story for clicks. The wildest part? People are digging into old interviews, resurfacing clips of Jay-Z looking uncomfortable, Beyonce dodging certain questions, and using them as evidence. Whether it's true or not doesn't even matter anymore. The perception is what's powerful. And right now, the perception is ugly. 50 Cent is laughing at the chaos, reposting memes made about the Carters, while Eminem's fans are hyping him up for finally stepping into the ring. It's fan army versus fan army, and the internet is loving
One man could destroy another man's life. It's ultimately in your own decisions. You know, I had a lot of issues. Like I said, legal issues at the time. And, you know, my mind wasn't where I'm at now today. Like, I used to have questions like, why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top of me. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like, I was always close. And I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top. And it was like, damn, like to have in-house competition at that magnitude was crazy. Jay already the boss, but I always thought that, like, let me breathe. But to